Alright, so today we want to go and cover what and how to calculate the length of a line segment. Basically, when you want to find the length of a line segment, you can use a simple formula that if you're going from A to B, where at A you have the x value XA, YB, and at B, YA, and at B, XB, YB, the length of AB is given by the square root of XB minus XA squared plus YB minus YA squared. Alright, and that's basically called the distance formula or the length of a line segment formula. So with that in mind, we can give values. So for example, let's say this is 2 and 4 and this is 5 and 7. Then the length of AB will be given by, now remember it's XB minus XA, so we start here 5 minus 2 plus 7 minus 4. And we square each term, becomes 3 squared, which is 9, and that's 3 squared as well, which is 9. So the square root of 18, which is the square root of 9 times 2, which can be written in third form as 3 root 2, and that would be the length of this line. If you look carefully, you can see that we have found this length to be 3 and this 3. Obviously I haven't drawn it to scale, but technically what we're doing is Pythagoras theorem. Alright, let's look at an example now. Let's suppose I give you 2 points, you're given 2 points, and let's say the first point over here is R3 and some value C, and S6 and -1, and you are told that RS is equal to 3 root 2. Find C. So what you would do in this example is you would substitute it all into this formula, but the only thing you won't substitute, you'll replace it with C, or won't have, would be, in this case, YA, which is that value there. So I'll end up with 3 root 2 is equal to the square root of 6 minus 3 squared plus -1 minus C squared, and as you can see the C value is still there. It's -1 minus C as well. So we got 3 root 2. What I can do is I can square both sides and simplify that bracket, which is 6 minus 3 is 3 squared, which is 9. So the square root is going to disappear. You're going to be left with 9. That's -1 minus C squared, which is inside the bracket. And this is going to become 3 squared, which is 9 times 2, which is basically 18. 18 minus 9, taking the 9 to the other side, you end up with -1 minus C squared, gives you 9 equals to -1 minus C squared. Alright, sorry for all the scratching. Alright, anyway, I'm going to square root both sides. Don't forget the plus minus. You're going to have plus minus 3, and you end up with -1 minus C. And therefore, you can have, let's move the C this way, and let's move the plus minus 3 on the side. So we can end up with C equals -1 plus 3, or C is equal to -1 minus 3, which means that C can equal 2, or C can equal -4. And there you go. You've now found the C values. You can double check it if you want to by substituting it back into the formula. And if you do that, you're going to end up with R3, 2, S6, -1, -1, 6 minus 3 squared, it'll be 9. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3 squared, which will give you 9. 9 plus 9, square root of 9 is equal to square root of 18, which is equal to 3 root 2. And if you change this 2 value into negative 4, like that, so if you take this negative 4 and you substitute it in there, you'll get the same thing, negative 1 minus minus 4, and it becomes negative 3. Well, negative 1 minus minus 4 means, sorry, negative 1 minus minus 4 will be negative 1 plus 4, which will become 3. And you'll end up with the following, 9 plus 9 as well. Square root of 18, 3 root 2. This is a quick check, this is not really needed, but you can check it if you want. So you'll always know you're correct. Alright, thank you.